Wow. The Balloon Man, Episode 3 of Gotham. I got my beer. Let's talk about this. Let's have a little rant about Gotham.
You're a fucking secretary. Fuck you! Yeah, that's my message to you. Fuck you and kiss my ass.
You shit-kicking, stinky horseman-horse-smelling motherfucker, you!
Giant, twerp, scumbag, fuckface, dickhead, asshole!
Yo, Daddy, I suck your big black dick for $2.
This is the Simplistic Reviews. Rant Corner.
Okay. Gotham. Gotham. Oh, a messy, cheesy show. Why do I think this? Why do I want to rant about Gotham? Because Gotham could be so good, and yet it's such a lazy show, it fails almost every aspect of a TV show. Right down to the editing and the mixing of audio. And I'll tell you why. I swear to God, I'm going to fucking tell you. Here we go. Fucking Harvey Bullock is such a corrupt cop beyond that Bullock should really be. Bullock should somewhat want to be a good cop. Just fights a little with Jim. Jim does things right with the rule book. But in this show, Bullock doesn't even want to do his fucking job. Oh, Gordon, are we going to investigate again? Come on, man. Get with the program. He's even with Fishy. Fishy fucking owns him, essentially. She tries to kill him. And he's okay with it, really. He seems like he's fine. He doesn't give a shit. Bullock is so corrupt. This whole town is so corrupt. The mayor, lieutenant, everyone is so corrupt. How can this city even be run? It just should just fold upon itself. It's that corrupt. I don't get the show. I mean, the only thing about it is Penguin, and he's okay. He's the only good thing about this cheesy show. Fishy, stop doing it. Stop doing the Eartha Kitt. I fucking mean it. Stop fucking doing Eartha Kitt. Don't go back to 1966 and use that as an influence for your fucking character. Your newly designed fucking show of a character. Do not fucking do that. Do not be Eartha fucking Kitt. She's dead. Let the fucking thing be dead. Okay. What are we going to talk about next? The fucking Balloon Man. Let's just get into that. What a fucking stupid... What a fucking stupid character. I can't even say it. I can't even fucking get the words out of my head. It's almost like they got this idea. Oh, it's a good idea. Let's just fucking throw it in there at the last second. Because it didn't really feel like they thought about the character at all. The character starts off with a businessman. If you didn't see episode 3 of The Balloon Man, he attaches a weather balloon to this guy, right to his, I think it was his fucking hand. And he goes all the way up, and there's a news crew there. And they're like, oh my God, look, that's who it is. Look at him. And they got the camera on him, and they're showing it, and it's so cheesy. The look of the character dangling from this fucking balloon on the Gotham skyline. The skyline in this whole show, episode 1, 2, and 3, is so cheesy. It's so stupid. It looks like the 90s, like a 90s. Have you ever seen the Justice League pilot episode of the 90s? It's on YouTube, I think. Give yourself a watch on that one. It looks like this generic. The clouds don't move correctly. They have this weird color to it. The animation, it just looks horrific. That said, the Gotham skyline looks pretty good. Cinematography, lighting, everything looks good in this show, except for the actors, the dialogue, the music, the editing. The basics. It's pretty bad. Really, the set design and the cinematography. Only thing I like about this show. So the Balloon Man does this, and they fly up. Then he does it to a second guy, that Lieutenant Cranston. He gets fucking thrown up there. And this is a couple days, okay? So this episode, you know, it's a couple days. They're like an hour long, these episodes. And a couple days goes by. And we know this in the episode, that a couple days does go by. They get a guy that like apparently owned them and they were stolen. And they talk about, and this guy's like, hey, you know, the balloons will eventually pop. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And then the next fucking shot is like the fucking guy's flying down and hits this old lady right in the fucking face as she's fucking walking her dog. So you mean to tell me they watched the first guy go up into Gotham skyline and then watch him going, oh, that's cool. All right. And they left. The guy's just hanging there this whole time? I mean, as far as we know, a whole day went by. Possibly 2. And then they found out, yes, the balloons will eventually pop. And the guys will eventually fall down to the ground. Are you kidding me? It's so stupid. It's like they just gave up. They saw him hanging up there. They walked away. All right, on to the next thing. We have short intense speed. On to the next thing. So, yeah, I mean I like the episode 2. I kind of liked how that kind of flushed itself out with the bad guys with the whole doll maker thing, but we didn't get to hear really anything about the doll maker or see him. But if the Balloon Man's any indication of where this is going, holy shit. Holy shit, is this going to get even cheesier. And then they catch the Balloon Man, right? And it's so fast and so bad. Gordon fucking jumps onto him. Bullock attaches the Balloon Man to a balloon and he flies up. And Gordon runs and jumps onto him and hang it. And it's so, they get so fucking far up there. It's kind of like in The Dark Knight when Batman jumps out the window. And for some odd reason never uses his grappling hook and just crashes down onto the truck. That is the one time in that fucking movie that really pulls me out of anything. Because from what I understand, there's a deleted scene. And I don't know why, but that scene is the weakest of that entire movie. They do the same thing here. It's even worse because at least in the movie, Batman has... He has a suit on. He's got somewhat armor. This is just fucking Gordon. And then they cut to him falling. And it's not even the right length of where we ended up with him, the Balloon Man. He's closer. And he falls onto the truck. And it just kills me. It really kills me. Like, everything about the show absolutely kills me. The way Gordon's done. There's no fucking glasses. Give me glasses on Gordon. Gordon should have glasses #1. Don't make him earnest. Don't be like fucking Smallville, where it's like you won't see him in the fucking suit, but you know, last episode he'll put his fucking glasses on and a mustache. That's not. Don't do that. I understand the mustache. That's cool. Give me the glasses. Let's work toward the mustache. I better fucking see him in glasses and mustache. This is fucking Gordon, okay? This is Gordon. Don't tell me that the actor doesn't want any type of prosthetic or any glasses or anything on his face. Don't tell me that. If that's the case, then fuck him. You playing Gordon, I want to see fucking glasses. I understand the mustache, but give me the glasses. Catwoman? Oh my god. The whole Selena Kyle thing, and they're alluding to she can see in the fucking dark. Don't do this. Don't go down this fucking road that she is not a cat. She's gonna be a cat burglar. She'll be called Catwoman. She's a cat burglar. She's not a fucking cat. She does not have these abilities of a cat. She cannot fucking see in the dark. She can't do all this fucking cat shit. She doesn't have fucking 9 lives. Okay? Don't go down this road. Selena Kyle is I can't stay. Her face gets to me, man. Her fucking face. Her. Look at this. I'm gonna look at this photo. There's her face, okay, and then a hammerhead shark or whatever. fucking eyes, man. Her eyes. The face just kills me. I don't know. I'm not the only one. It's weird. It's a shame. Maybe, I don't know, but I can't do it. Let's talk about Alfred. A lot of people have issues with Alfred. I actually don't mind Alfred being this way. He's kind of a prick, but you gotta understand, this kid's trying to kill himself and go to these weird extremes. He's sworn to protect Bruce, and you know, he had a lot of respect for Thomas and Martha, and when they were killed, you know, he had to take over. He had to protect his kid, and it destroys him. And you know, he's a little younger, and the Alfred they're doing has somewhat of a different past than what we're familiar to. Yeah, the stupid boy line. I mean, I kind of get it because he's scared for him. But I think they need to tone it down a little bit. They need to tone down Bullock. They need to turn down Alfred a little bit. They need to really take it from 12 and bring it down to like 6 on some things. Bruce, I don't mind, but you know, if you heard our podcasts, even our last podcast, the 31st podcast, we talked about this a little bit. We had a little bit of a rant. But when the show was first announced, we were doing podcasts, and they said no Bruce Wayne. No Batman, no mention of Batman, no Bruce Wayne. Then like a week later, they're like, yeah, well, Bruce Wayne's going to be mentioned, but he's not really going to be part of the story. Then like a couple months go by, and they're like, yeah, Bruce is going to be really, you know, put into the show. And that really pissed me off. Now, the reason why this whole show is put together, and I can almost guarantee it, we don't really have evidence, but 66 Batman, okay? This all goes back to 66 Batman. Could not be put on DVD because of rights issues. Fox had their issues because I believe they own the distribution. Now, the DC and Warner Brothers also have issues, so it's kind of we kind of got like a little Mexican standoff here. And Batman, every poll that was done online, Batman was #1. 66 on DVD needs to fucking happen. And it just could never happen because of greedy fucking bastards. So I think what happened is they're at the table and they said, let's get this out. Batman's still, you know, #1 on a lot of radars. We could make a lot of money. Problem is profit. Who's going to get what? And I think they just came to the table and said, give it to us, Fox. We'll allow you to do a Gotham TV show. You see how Arrow's is doing great? Marvel's got their whole thing. We'll let you do Gotham. Can't use Batman, though. Okay, we'll take it. I think that's what they said. We'll take it. We'll work with it. And they could do a really good job with it. I honestly think they could do a great job, but they're failing at certain aspects that they need to do a better job. And right off the fucking gate, they're failing miserably. And they could do such a better job. So I'm glad we got, you know, I've had 66. I recorded them off of TV Land. I created a whole server at my house where I was putting digital copies of movies and TV shows, and 66 has been like the first thing that's on there. As a Batman fanatic, I hate the show because it makes fun of Batman, but as a filmmaker, as somebody who my whole life is about films, and the writing aspect and the jokes and the fucking sheer hilariousness that 66 is, it's tough because I hate it for what it is, but I love it for what it is. It's a love-hate relationship, but you know what? I love 66, and no matter what, it's still Batman. So it is what it is, and I'm happy I finally got clear, high-definition copies now of 66. It's fantastic. And you know what? If it took Gotham to push that through, fine. That's okay. Because I could have won. I could have won with Gotham. We could have got a great show. But, you know, Fox is failing miserably. They have... I don't know who a lot of these people are, but for editing and music, the music's horrible. I don't like... The music makes no sense to me. The way certain things are done in this music makes no sense. I don't know where this guy... what he's been doing. Let's see. I am on IMDb right now. And I'm trying to look at cast and crew. Let's see. The music's done by a few, editing's done too by a few. Mark, Daniel, and David, there's 3 guys. The music's also done by two guys as well. I don't like any of it. The music, the score, everything about it. I just can't stand. And let's talk about the editing. Sometimes scenes go on way too long. Sometimes they're too short. The biggest fucking issue I have with this show, it's not even the actors, it's not even storyline. It's the simple fact that we can't figure out how to mix dialogue and the background score correctly. There's even in this third episode, it's not just the pilot. Sometimes pilots, I get it. Second episode had it, and even this third episode that I just watched. Some people are trying to talk, and all of a sudden the music is so fucking loud you can't hear what they're saying. Or sometimes it's the dialogue's faded out too early, or it's too late, or the music's too low, or it's too high. Like, come on, we are professionals here. This is a big budget show, and we can't do the fundamental. We can't. It's amateur hour. It's amateur hour when we have dialogue and music not being mixed correctly. Okay, if fucking kids can do it on fucking iMovie, why can't you guys do it correctly? There's no excuse here, guys. There is no excuse. This is day one of fucking editing. You gotta fucking get this correct. And we're 3 episodes in, and you don't know how to mix your audio tracks? You don't know how to fucking mix this shit? It is, if you watch this show, if you haven't watched it, I guarantee you, without me saying anything, you will notice it right away. I'm sure you guys have noticed it. I can't be the only one. It amazes me. Just like Fishy Mooney with her whole Eartha Kitt thing. Fucking stop that shit. Fucking stop doing your stupid Eartha Kitt. Stop doing this cheesy dialogue. Stop with the fucked up mixing of your audio tracks. Okay? Stop with the whole background of Barbara fucking Gordon being a drug / bisexual who had this dark past. I hate this. Stop that. You're going down a road you do not need to go down. Okay? I mean, we're changing the whole idea of Barbara and Gordon. They're not together. Barbara has this fantastic looking fucking loft or whatever, and it looks nice. I mean, we're in a shitty, corrupt town. There's fucking crime everywhere, but she fucking lives in this upscale. Her and fucking Gordon live in this upscale apartment. They should live in a disgusting trash place. Gordon should come home every day, pissed off, his fucking sweat under his armpits, tired, beat up, dirty, and should come home to his lovely wife who's behind his back, but he lives in a shitty apartment and he wants to get the fuck out of this town. He should be depressed. But he comes home to some of the nicest shit I've ever seen. I mean, yeah, the sets are nice. I love the way these sets are made, but it just doesn't. I mean, apparently she had a dark past, so I guess she's made a lot of money. She was a drug dealer or something like that. I hate this. We do not need to go down this. This is Gotham. This show was originally supposed to be about Gordon and his stint on, when he first started off in the Gotham Police Department. Do not go down this. I don't like who they picked as her former lover. I hate how we're mixing things together. I hate how certain people just walk into her fucking house and she's getting out of the shower and, oh yes, I still have the key. Does he know about your dark past? I hate that. Let's focus on some of the key aspects of the show and the villains, because the villains need a lot of work. Dialogue needs to be a hell of a lot better. These characters need to be fleshed a tad bit better. Let's go back to Bruce. I mean, I love Bruce. I love certain things, how they're doing it with him, about the, training himself, seeing his fear, and the whole detective thing. But guess what? This should be like season 2 or season 3. Right now we're on 3rd fucking episode. And Bruce seems to not really give a shit. He's not depressed anymore. I mean, they say he is, but he's already into like revenge and being a detective. No, your parents are fucking killed 2 episodes ago. Okay, you should be still in your room. You should hate life. You don't want to get out of your bed when you're depressed. This is what you do. We become lazy. We don't want to get dressed. We don't even want to eat. He shouldn't even be in season 2. He shouldn't be in episode 2, excuse me. He should have been a line where Gordon's like, how's Bruce doing? Or something like that. Maybe he ran into Alfred, and Alfred's like, listen, He's staying in his room. He doesn't want to come out because that's what's going to happen when your fucking parents are murdered in front of you. He could say something like, you know, I open his door every morning, give him his breakfast, and I come back during the day or at night or something like that, and the food's still there. He doesn't eat. Or, you know, I have to dress him because he doesn't even want to get dressed. He doesn't want to leave his room. That would make sense. But for some reason, he was a little depressed with the music and, like, drawing and shit like that, the hardcore metal music he was listening to. That's okay. But that was it. He seems to be okay with it. I mean, he's still pissed off, but he's got fucking he's got his parents' crime photos, the death photos, and you know that was easy to get. He's looking at that and he's thinking more about like, what can I do for the city? How can I, you know, and also let me solve my parents' murder. Come on, that's too fast. That is we're in the 3rd fucking episode. It seems like they're trying to rush certain things that should not be rushed. And again, the only thing they're doing good is the Penguin, and you know that's kind of sad. I just really don't get this show. And now they're bringing in apparently this season Harvey Dent's coming, and the actor. I mean, the age gap thing is kind of pissing me off, but I guess it can kind of work. The actor, he's 34, and I think Bruce is supposed to be like, I think the actor himself is 12. I mean, it could kind of work, but I still think, I'm a big believer that Dent and Bruce are the same age, and maybe they had a past, and they're, you know, trying to, you know, clean the city together, and then, you know, Batman watches his friend kind of go down and become this person. I like that. There's this whole thing you could do with the characters, but to have Harvey to be so much older, it really feels like they're shooting the gun too fast. I really feel like they're trying to jam all this shit in there, and it doesn't need to be. Look at Arrow, man. Arrow's a perfect example. They focus on one thing and they start working out other things, but they take their time. They do take their time, and they do a great job with it. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had that issue too, where they were trying to do this, trying to do that. I gave up on that show. This is a TV show. We got time. This is not a hour and a half or 2 hour film. We have time. Let's get some of these characters worked out. Don't fucking rush shit. And to me, Gotham seems like they want to rush everything. The dialogue, everything seems rushed. Nothing is nice about this show except for the cinematography and the set design. I kind of like the actors, but the actors are too extreme. Jada is too extreme. Gordon is his mannerisms, his dialogue doesn't help, but certain things that the actor's doing, it's not helping. I mean, if he had glasses and maybe a mustache, it would help. Like I said, I don't need the mustache. Give me one. Give me the glasses or give me the mustache. Bullock, this isn't the way I really want Bullock to be this corrupt. Bullock shouldn't be this corrupt. There should be some good in Bullock, and I think they want to show it, but at the same time, it seems like they're having hard issues trying to flesh out these characters. Now, keep in mind, when they were going after whoever the fuck Poison Ivy's called now, they changed her fucking name. Her father or whatever it was. I don't even know. I guess it was her father. Just some man. When they're chasing him for the murders of the Waynes, Bullock shoots the guy and kills him because he's trying to save Gordon. I think a better way of writing this, a better way of planning this out, was what if Gordon was fighting with him and a gun, and Gordon had the gun shoot and kill the guy, and Gordon now feels like he's responsible for closing this case. Like maybe that he could fight back and forth in his mind. His mindset is he feels like he could have did a better job. Or what if when Bullock fucking shot him, Gordon's like thanks or something. I forget what I think he says like thanks. He like thanks him. Gordon would not fucking say that. Gordon would have been like, he was our only lead. Or why'd you do that? And we're looking at him like, I'm trying to save your life. He's like, we could have did a better job. It's just like he kind of gave up. And to me, that's not how Gordon is, and that kind of tells me about this show. The show just feels like they kind of gave up. And they're just balls to the wall, everything's on 12, and they're going to the extreme. You do not need to go to the extreme. This is a TV show. Take your time, flush out the characters, do a better job with your writing, and for love of God, get somebody who can fucking mix the audio correctly. I'm sitting here with a fucking beer. When I watch this show, I am more focused on my fucking phone than I am on the show. And the pilot episode, it happens. But I wasn't. Second episode, a little bit more. Third episode, this whole episode, I'm really pissed off because I feel like they didn't do a job. They failed miserably at giving me what I was told was going to happen. The poster said, Monday's going to kick ass. I could give two shits now about this show. I kind of did. If you listen to the podcast, like I said, I really didn't care. But you know what? I'm going to give them a chance. I'm not always right. I want to know, do you guys feel the same way? Do you feel that I got some valid points? Do you see what I see? Because I'm investing time. There's a lot of shows on there that I could be watching. I'm investing time into this show, and I feel like you're not giving me the potential. You're not giving me what I'm putting in. I get it. It's only the third episode. Things will work out. But you know what? There's some easy things that they could have did right that they are failing miserably at. Okay? There's other issues. I get it. I'm sure villains will be getting better. I'm sure maybe they'll work out the whole Alfred Bruce thing for some people. Maybe Bullock will get, I'm sure it's all going to eventually, hopefully, flush out. But when you get simple things like the fucking mixing of the audio, I'm sorry, that pisses me the fuck off. And this is why I'm doing this rant corner, because I need to get it out of me. I need to get it out of my system. I can't be the only one. Let us know at simplisticreviews.net, facebook.com/simplisticreviews. You can tweet us. You can fucking Google Plus us if you want. Please, tell me I am not the only one that's having these issues.
The balloon man.
Old the balloon man.